Intelligent talk, sure to raise the IQ.
Welcome back to our last segment of Inside the News. Frank Vernuccio, you can find him at usagulfpolicy.com. And Ben Brunson, you can find him at benbrunson.com and also at amazon.com. As we do on every program, and the guys are just chomping at the bit, they get a chance for their hot button topic of what they want to talk about. Ben, you're first.
Well, as we enjoy a long holiday weekend, we have several states, Illinois, New Jersey, and Maine, that are shut down over budget crises. And I want to pay homage to a woman named Meredith Whitney, who is a famous financial analyst on Wall Street who predicted the 2008 crash. But in 2010, she went on 60 Minutes and made very bold predictions about coming municipal bankruptcies and state bankruptcies around the country. Her predictions were too pessimistic. They did not come to pass in the numbers that she suggested. However, conceptually and directionally, she was right. And everything that she talked about is happening, just it's taking longer than she thought. So you have states like Illinois and Connecticut and New Jersey and California that have massive debt time bombs ticking, and those time bombs are starting to explode. We see it in Puerto Rico, which has now filed bankruptcy over its $70+ billion of debt that it has zero ability to pay even the interest on, let alone ever repaying the debt. But you have the same scenario happening in states like Illinois. In Illinois, over the last 30 years, the unfunded pension liabilities, these promises made to employees, to state, local, and government employees, whether it's teachers or firefighters or police or just the municipal workers that run all these governments, these pension obligations, health obligations have exploded, and no money has been put aside to pay for these bills. They've been left for future generations to pay for, and those bills are coming home to roost. It is happening in many a state that faces this. Some are facing it right now, like Illinois, but more is to come, unfortunately.
All right, Frank, your hot button topic for today.
On this July 4th Independence Day holiday, the lack of knowledge in U.S. history has become so dire that even once popular tourist sites centered around American history are beginning to fold. The president of Colonial Williamsburg, Mitchell B. Reese, I believe his name is, said that for a variety of reasons, especially that American history is not being taught in our schools, his site, Colonial Williamsburg, is starting to have major financial issues. Now, there have been a couple of studies that have produced some really frightening results about American history not being taught. Last year, the Blaze reported that George Washington University, the name is sort of ironic, isn't it, decided that even history majors at George Washington were not required to take a single course in American history. In a Nation's Report Card study, it was found that only 18% of 8th graders were proficient in American history. This situation is bad, and it's getting increasingly worse. Common Core has dealt pretty much a death knell to American history instruction in our schools. Gentlemen, it's something that if we don't get a handle on this, we're going to lose our country in a generation or two.
If you want to hear more of what you just heard in this last hour, or maybe you want to hear a repeat of it, you can go to the YouTube channel and look up WBV Inside the News. WBV for William Brunson and Vernuccio. WBV Inside the News, and you'll be able to hear this again and again and be able to dig it out. Thank you so much, Ben. It's been a great program today.
Thank you, guys. Great show, and once again, I'm very happy for it.
Hey, Frank, thanks.
Happy Independence Day to you both and to all of our audience, and remember what it's all about.
All right, we'll visit with you again next week on another edition of Inside the News.
You're listening to Wehman, Brunson, and Vernuccio, Inside the News.